everybody. How are you doing? Geez, it was at 40. Now it's at 422. Zoom. How are you? Good to see everybody. Welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. We'll let people get in because I got some things to say. I put it on the slower version because sometimes it can get hectic. Hi, Merritt, Carol, Chicky Chick, Kelly, Christine, Denise, my daughter's here, Nicole, Electric Diviner, Water Lily, Kimberly, Regina, Tammy, Uptick, Gloria. That was my Tia's name, Gloria. Uma, TK, Lisa. I was doing my 3-card and my members said, when are you going to do another live? I said, you want me to do it today? They said, yeah. So I said, okay, I just got to feed the dogs. Hi, everyone. So now it's over 1,000. It moves. You guys rocking and rolling. Thank you, Deborah. Oh, hell yeah, Ness. I'm going to read on Putin and Trump. But I do have a hit that I got that I want to share with you. We're only 2 minutes into the live. You know, it'll start building. I'm going to do prayers this weekend, you guys, because I am having surgery on Monday. And it's going to be, and I know this is very ego-based, but you know what? I'm going to have a little nip and tuck. A little nip and tuck. Not having the eyes done. Just here. And I figure I'll go on and show you guys how it looks. The first week I'll probably just not be shown, but I don't care if I'm black and blue. I'll show you guys. Hi, look, we'll just pass a rumor that I was in a big fight. One of Trump's bodyguards. How's that sound? Boom, 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 boom. And thank you guys for liking the extensions. I give away everything. Oh, by the way, I really don't weigh 105 pounds. I hate to break that to you. Oh, thank you, Jerry. You guys are so cool. I'm doing this because I feel good, and why not? But yeah, there's only, I'll be 72 this year. There's only a little frame there. And my plastic surgeon at my HMO rocks. I mean, the job he did with my breastises, I had those inserts that had to be removed because they cause cancer. And oh my God, I had another doctor do the double mass, and I look butchered. I'm not joking. And he went in there and put the new ones in it and fixed me up. Oh my God, he did a great job. And it felt good, to feel normal. So, thank you, you guys. So, thank you. He offered to do the tummy tuck when he did the breastises. Thank you, Courtney. He offered to do the tummy tuck when he did the breastises. But I didn't want to I wasn't sure how bad this was going to hurt. And, I keep hearing like the worst pain is the tummy tuck. And really, I don't care about my stomach that much. I just wasn't interested. He was only going to charge me $6,000, which isn't bad. But I just didn't want to go through the pain with the chest and the tummy. Hi, Jason. Hi, Kevin. Hi, Michelle, my belle. Hi, Lindsay. Hi, Heather. I dated a plastic surgeon once. My parents were a little upset because he was older. I told him his overhead at his job was like, at that time in the 1980s, was $80,000 a month. And they said, well, maybe we could like him. Hi, Richard. So I'm online because I really want to say hi. And because I did my 3 cards with my members and I said, should I do a live? And they were like, yeah. So I said, okay, let's do a live. I do have some things I want to tell you. Hey, Rick. And we'll definitely do questions. But I wanted to thank Thane Mathias. I don't know if I mentioned him already, but he did this lovely book, Colors on the Canvas of My Life. And here's his picture. Looks like a really nice guy. But he did this little insert for me about transformational concise prayer program. So I thought I might kind of, thank you, Lexi. I thought I might kind of like get into this for my prayers when we do prayers. But today, let's just cleansing prayer for all humanity. God, please help all humanity throughout all time. All forgive each other, forgive ourselves, love each other and love ourselves now and forever. Please, God, thank you, God. Amen. I like that. So I'll keep these close to me. Thank you for your book, Thane. Okay. So 2,500 in the room. Nice crowd. Nice crowd. Okay. So listen, I don't know if you guys were watching MSNBC. I started putting it back on because they do have information that I need. But did you hear that Trump is going to try to hit Act Blue? Pam Bondi is they're going to start doing an investigation. And as I went to get tense about that, like, what the? Although I'm not really a fan of Act Blue, I'm tired of them constantly asking me for money. But I thought it's okay. In fact, there's something where they're investigating foreign people giving. She announced when she became DOJ, they're taking all foreign donations off the table. In other words, nothing to see here. And she thinks she's going to get a grand jury to come together and hit Act Blue. I don't think so. So as I went to get tense, energetically, I felt it's a nothing burger. Listen, we all know that Elon Musk helped Trump take this one. Okay. Yeah, there was people that weren't happy and there was a lot, but he pushed that button. He did some stuff, underhanded stuff. And that's why Trump's in office. But remember when I asked the higher realm and I said, why did you guys let him win? And they said, well, they can't. Man has free will. That's the first thing they said. Man has free will. And they said, Linda, his people need to see who he really is. So they are totally anti-working for your regular Joe Blow. It's all about the moneymakers. Did you see he's going to pick 200 people of the people that gave him large amount of money for his coin thing that he's doing? 200 of them get to have a private candlelight supper like Mrs. Bucket. A candlelight supper and a tour of VIP. Thank you, Lisa. A VIP tour of the White House. So I felt when I looked at Pam Bondi, and I'm going to throw too, I just almost feel like they'll try. There's a lot of things they think they can do. There's not enough for them. That's what I heard. There's not enough. I keep seeing the Pope. I don't know why. As soon as I'm on here, he starts showing. And he's smiling and he's nodding his head. Hi, Daniel. Okay, so anyway, so I want to take a look at Pam Bondi, and I just feel that the Pope interrupted for a minute. I don't know what that's about. I haven't opened that door. I could a little later. But I just want you to know that my hit was that she won't. Okay, you remember how all these attorneys decided to kiss the ring and gave Trump a whole bunch of free legal stuff? And but the ones who said no took it to court and they're winning. And the judges are even saying, Reagan judges are even saying, this is a bunch of hogwash. So this is a bunch of hogwash. So this is what's going on. They're going to try to pull a lot of stuff, and I don't want you guys to get afraid because there's so many people. Look at his numbers. He's plummeting. There's so many people that are so against him. Now, the thing is the cheating, because I couldn't get over Mitch McConnell having a 30% likability rating. Thank you, Lynn. And then he still won in Kentucky. What the heck's that about? But I'll tell you, people are seeing who he is. We're not feeling. I had a flash today. I was in the grocery store and there was like chicken I buy it by the bulk and freeze it, but there wasn't that much chicken. There wasn't that much meat at all. And thank you, Winnie. And I thought, thank you, Rox. And I thought, it's going down and you watch, it's going to get worse. And I saw empty shelves psychically in my head. So remember what I told you guys, pack it up. Target and Walmart and Home Depot, they went to Trump and said, you're ruining us. You're going to ruin us. And he lied and said he's in the works with China. China turned around and said, no, there's nothing. We're not talking. So, hi, Bonnie. Okay, so let's just look at Pam Bondi real quick, okay? You guys got so many questions and good questions too. So, if we have to just have beans and rice, we'll do it. Although rice is going to be hard to get. He lied about China. He will bring the prices down. I want you to know that. I saw that as clear as day. And we will be in a tight spot, but I see it. What happens though, we're going to go in sort of a free fall. Thank you, Cherry. In sort of a free fall, and we're going into what do you call it? Why do I want to say depression? It's not quite depression, but it's close. But I see issues with money. And as we go in a free fall, the rich people are buying up the stock. Yep, China said he's faking. Okay, here we go. 41,000 in the room. Pam Bondi, okay, so she's on her high horse. She thinks she's all that in a cup of tea. And he treats him like his personal law firm. I mean, you're not supposed to do that. And shame on them going after Act Blue. They're going after anything that they think, but this is the hit I got. That what happens is there are going to be so many people so anti-Trump, get them out of there. It don't matter who he stops. The money won't even be the issue. What'll be the issue is the people. We, the people, will be more stepping up to the plate. You see the people marching. All these people are going to come forward, and I don't care about Act Blue. We will act on our own and make sure it happens, and they won't be able to stop our vote. That's what I saw. They may be able to try to act stupid about money. And as it is, I don't like these people writing me, so I just send a check to whoever that needs the money. Ooh, she's going to be ending. She's the beginning of the end. Okay, so what's going to happen? Oh, she's going to be cut come wintertime. Something big's going to happen come wintertime. Yeah, Mrs. Bouquet. Her candlelight supper. That's what they were saying. They're going to give all these guys that put all this money a candlelight supper. Can you imagine a candlelight supper with McDonald's hamburgers on there? Bondi is in. Oh, hey, Dan. Bondi is in the palm of Trump, and she cannot kiss the ring hard enough and fast enough. She totally is in his pocket. And it's all about what they're doing for him. It's not about the American people. It's not about us at all. They just want to hurt. Recession. Thank you. Okay, so that's what I want to tell you. Pam Bondi, don't forget, think in the back of your mind, because you guys tell me too when it happens. Come the fall, winter, big issues are coming up. The other thing I wanted to tell you, Do you guys remember when I said I saw people running? Something was going to happen. And I saw people running. Hey, friend. Thank you, babes. Well, somebody sent me, and I posted it on my membership or on my posts. She said, listen, CNN just announced there was a big terrorist action in India, and people were scrambling and running, and like 36 people died. It was a lot of tourists. That's what I saw. It happened, but who knew it was India, huh? Okay. Yeah, you guys. I mean, I Act Blue. I'm glad that they're working for a cause, but they made a lot of money. They take that percentage. I always put it down to zero. Shoot, I'll be happy to give the political guy money, but anyway. But it's not fair that Trump can get money. He can sell midnight suppers and being in the Lincoln Room, but us nobody's. We can't even go through Act Blue. Okay. Yes, they were innocent tourists, Uma just said. But that's the running and the screaming. Remember, I saw like people running. I didn't know what was it. Some sort of volcano or something. No, it was these guys randomly shooting. So I don't want you guys to worry. When you start going there, remember, when you get anxious, it's the act of resistance. And I feel it too. Just now when they were talking about this, I said, oh my God, they got a lot of nerve and you want to get angry. But then you got to just say, yeah, try it, sucker. Just like with those attorneys at those different places. You saw what happened to the ones that said, nah, we're not going to be held over a fire. No, we're going to fight you on this. And they win. I think Rachel Maddow talked about that too. If we fight, we win. And we'll just keep fighting. And these people are going to try to crush this Constitution. They're going to try. They've already made that room where Trump's in, a little Mar-a-Lago with those ugly gold looking pieces. Oh, my God. He even has a little thing of his face on that mountain. Oh my God. It's too big. He's like trailer trash, but it's not trailer. It's Trump trash. So, yes, Dan just said so many bogus things are getting pushed. Just listen to what the heartbeat. If you can't listen to it, I'll come on and tell you. And so now we got 5,000 in the room. To you guys, I want you to know I'm having surgery on Monday. And so I'll be offline probably for a few days, not long. But I'm having a little nip and tuck. And yes, how egotistical of me. But I'm doing it through the plastic surgeon that did my breastises. He did such a good job. And I feel very comfortable with him. And I thought, why not? Why not? They're not going to do my eyes. I don't want my eyes. So I might be a little black and blue, but I'll come on. I'll be like Joan Rivers and show off how it looks. And you guys can tell me, or yeah, whatever. That's what I wanted to know, Kaza. She said, is the Orange Menace going to get that? Thank you, Lisa. She said the Orange Menace, will the ICC come? No, I don't see the Pope haunting Trump, not at all. Trump can't even think that way. Trump is not connected to source. If anything, Satan's all around him, and that evil festers, just more evil. But I see, I wondered why, if he goes to the Italy for the funeral Saturday, how is he not arrested? So let's take a look, you guys. I've asked the other day, and I'm going to ask again, will Trump be arrested in Italy? They're going to try to keep everyone away. And remember, I felt him being ignored, like everybody's going, ew. Nobody wants to stand next to him. Yeah, they are telling him, you better be careful. There's a lot of people out for him. There's the trip. He'll be very disappointed if he goes. He'll be close to not going, but this actually shows him going. So this is weird. Maybe it's good that he goes too, because he can see how much everybody else hates him. Hi, Jennifer. Thank you, honey. So, yeah. So Italy is part of the ICC, so you would think that they would just say, "Yeah, come with us." So, okay, read on Putin and Trump. Hold on. Hold on. Read on Putin and Trump. Today, Trump Vladimir stop. Yeah, but he thinks Zelensky should step down and give him Crimea. You know what I say? You guys can think differently. I don't know if this is a psychic hit, but I'm going to tell you something that popped up. And who am I, I can see him holding on tight, because I'm going to tell you, a lot of people, I want them to know sometimes it's better to flow with it, go down that river. Because he could say, sure, we'll stop this. We'll stop this. Hold on. I just lost my thought. They could say, we'll give you Crimea, and then turn around and take it back, especially after Trump and Putin is gone. It's almost like, stop the killing. If you got to do the Crimea, then do it, but also take it back. Now, I also saw, and we'll just throw this out here, I also saw Zelensky saying, I'm done. And maybe his people are saying, do what you have to do. They fought so hard, and it's like, Putin's in trouble. Putin's not sitting on easy street. But I've always felt Zelensky winning. Zelensky is the winner. But I also saw him saying, I'm done. And now I can rest, and now you guys can vote somebody else in. That's what I saw. So food for thought. Who am I missing here? Thank you, Cindy. Oh, Nicole's a new member. Hi, Gloria. Thank you, honey. Gloria. So let's look at Putin and Trump. What's the relationship now? He gets really mad at Trump. He looks at Trump like he's an idiot. Oh, I can't wait till the Satans are before a judge. I cannot wait. There's big trouble coming up. It might not happen till next year, but I can't wait. And didn't we predict this about a year ago? We saw this, and then boom. Okay, so Putin's not really listening to Trump. Did you hear there was bombs, car bombs that went off in an apartment complex in Russia? So I think that's his own people. I don't think that's Ukraine. I think his own people are done with him, just like they're done with Netanyahu. So what is it about Trump? Not good. Not good, you guys. Something big is getting ready to happen. Maybe not till October, but something big. Putin needs money. He's begging for money. And China doesn't like Russia either. I thought China and Russia were sort of on the... No, China, they don't trust nobody. And he's over there announcing, oh, yeah, China and I are talking, and China announced, he's a liar. He's not talking to us. They're going to hold out, but they will come around and say, okay, but he's going to have to really kiss. He won't tell us, but he's going to have to be kissing the ring. So, okay, so that was Ness. Now let's see what else we got. Oh, the mountain I'm referring to is Mount Rushmore, yeah. And it's very spiritual there. Very spiritual. Hi, Ron. Ron, unconditional love. Oh, yeah, let's take a look at that. But can you believe these people talking trash about the Pope? Marjorie Taylor Greene and that Nancy Mace. And you know what the hate is? The hate is that he was a man that loved immigrants and the poor. And that's why they think he's a communist. That's okay. It's not for us. It's not for us. This too shall pass. These people will feel the heat on their back when they cross. Okay, and here's the other thing. Remember years ago, and we kept seeing the Republicans jumping off the ship. And the thing is, time frames, you never know. So it's interesting. Now I'm wondering, because I think it's going to get worse before it gets better. And I see the Republicans, there's already 12 in the Senate that are saying, now we don't want, we want the rich to pay more taxes. Trump cannot believe what he's hearing. And His Royal Highness, the Satan worshiper, Mike Johnson, he's going to be in for a lot of trouble himself. There's not that many people holding on to the bus. It's more people that are against Trump. So tell me, let's just look here. Give us the outcome for 6,700 in the room. Yay. Give me the outcome for Putin. Give me the outcome for Putin. Give me the outcome for Putin. Putin. Remember when I told you guys, was it yesterday, I threw the prediction deck and I said that stay put came up with Trump going to Italy? Now I'm thinking, was that the card that says he decided to stay put? He'll come up with some reason why he didn't go. Okay, but let me just look real quick. I just want to compromised and hurtful. Pandemic health crises. They're going through some health troubles. We won't hear about it because they keep it on the down low. Hiding something. He might try another big hit on Ukraine, you guys. I'm so sorry. But I see the Ukraine coming, maybe even saying, fine, keep Crimea. We don't want any more deaths. Let's call it a day. But then when things come down and Putin's out of the picture, they'll turn around and take it back. Okay. Yeah, Josephina, don't worry about Governor Greg Abbott signing the Texas Regulatory Efficiency Office. These are going against what people want. There's not that many people. So these big wigs on campus think they're going to make the new laws. But what happens is they're going to get run out of Dodge. That's what's going to happen. So let's look at the thumb drive stolen in the handbag. It had secret information. Ooh. I see somebody trying to sell it. Whoever took that purse wasn't into classified. They're not somebody that's into classified. But they know how to make money selling classified. They're afraid. They know it's huge, so they can't show or be out in the open. But I see them trying to sell that information to a foreign country. So they might find the person that did this. Look at imprisoned. Tornado winds. So big, something big is going to happen. So I would say they were just worried about the money. They just wanted the money. But I think they might not have that thing and they'll be looking for it. We are so compromised, you guys. It's not even funny. 7,000 in the room. 7,000 in the room, you guys. Oh, who did I miss here? Hi, Deborah. Hi, Cecilia. Yeah, the Pope doesn't care. It's interesting. Trump wants to go to his funeral, and he would never tell Trump he can't stand him. But he did. He told him he didn't appreciate what he was doing with the immigrants. He said that wasn't right. Okay, so love you, Mo. You guys want me to try to hit on the Pope? Okay, hold on. Trump's not going to live long enough for a 2028 hat. And China's not making them anymore, so I don't know where he's getting them from. Somebody just said their spirit team. My spirit team says only 10% Americans still support Trump. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling too, Andrea. Only 10%. It's not as much. You know, he thinks he's king for a day. I'm telling you, when we get down to brass tacks, it's going to be serious because people are going to make sure they voted and make sure this SOB doesn't get back in. But I don't think he'll be around. I think it's J.D. Vance that's running in his place. Okay, let's hear from the Pope. I could see his smiling face. Oh, he's young again. He had a very nice face, you know. He definitely is speaking another language. I don't know what his home language was, but he's speaking a different language. But that's how they do over there. They usually go with the language they're used to. He could speak English really good too. But what I'm getting is hits of his emotions. He's telling us not to worry. Well, so he's down in a place like a river. I believe I see Mother Mary in all her glory, not even standing on the river. She's above the river. But he's down with all these people, and they're washing things in the river. They're washing people's souls in the river. It's like blessings in the river. And they're working hard. And he's doing everything he can do to help those who are crossed over that need help with the cleansing of the spirit. And very happy to do it. He's really smiling. He was really happy to see his family. His mom and dad, I think there were siblings. But he's, you know, he's had encounters with the Christ consciousness, some pretty good encounters. But this is really magnificent. And he really wishes he could express it in a way that I would even understand. But I understand what he's trying to say because I felt it when I asked for mercy that I could have my life still when I thought when I had cancer, and that man said thy will be done. And I was, whoa, I got hit with something. And I think that's what he's talking about. He got hit with the Christ consciousness, and it's absolutely beautiful. But he's scrubbing, not clothes, but the scrubbing motion, like he's scrubbing it, purity into spirit beings to help them get rid of this accumulation of the dirt. So he's speaking Spanish. Okay. Now, I heard his family were immigrants from Italy. Oh, yeah. Let's look at Leticia James. What's going to happen with Leticia James? That's a good question. Hold on. They're trying to sue her, and she's suing. The thing is, somebody said, and I totally agree, we can't be afraid of them. Don't fear. Do not fear. And just like the Pope, know that the living Christ consciousness is always with us. Remember when Jesus told Mary, but she didn't know it was Jesus? He said, woman, why are you looking for the living amongst the dead? Because she was looking for the body of Christ when actually he was with the living. So know that this higher energy we're all tapping into. You don't have to be religious. You know, I was raised by atheists. But there is something beyond all this, a vibrational energy of mankind coming together. They're still ugly, that's for sure. But don't let that orange crush define who you are. He can't. And the good news is more and more people are fighting. More people are saying, enough, we're done. Okay, so hold on. Let's see who else. Thank you, Veronica. The two-party system will go away, but not right now. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you. Oh, Veronica Tash has joined. Okay, so what will happen to Leticia? I like her. She fights the fight. You know, VP Harris, did you see Tim Walsh is out there talking the truth? But it's interesting. She did say some stuff, but you know, they should be on the news every day talking about what a worthless sod he is. I guess they're just tired of it. They'll be looking at me next. You never know. Linda doesn't have a right to give her opinion, her psychic opinion. Okay, here we go. Leticia James. I can see her face, clear as day. Oh, she's always looking at stuff. She's always looking at stuff. She wants to imprison Trump, you guys. She wants to imprison Trump. I love it. Tsunami rising. Tsunami rising. Foreign occupation. You know where she's really going to get him? She already knows some stuff and she's not revealing the cards. It's in the cards. She already knows some stuff, you guys, and she's not revealing it. But they're really going to get him. Isn't that amazing how Pam Bondi said, so we're taking foreign, if people from foreign countries want to give money, we're taking that off the table, no investigation. And then they turn around and think and say, oh, well, we think there's some sort of foreign involvement with Act Blue. It's like, really? So it's okay if it's on your side, but Act Blue, and we're doing an investigation. It's going to be a nothing burger, I'm going to tell you right now. Because you're not going to get a grand jury to do anything. Remember how we had grand juries say, yeah, hit them? I don't see this happening with them. Okay, Leticia, Leticia's going to be successful. Ooh, she suffered, but she's going to be successful. The angel of light and mercy and the justice is with her. She gets good feelings. Whatever happened to the Georgia woman, the Fran? What was her name? All of a sudden, she disappeared. Well, everybody has to disappear with him in office. So she's going to do something that we're all going to be happy about. And then there's some information that's going to blow us out of the water. She's trying to direct things. She's trying to even keel things, but there's big news coming. And I think it's partly her. She's going to reveal something. I love it. I love it. Trump gets rid of the rallies. He will call out the military and they won't show up. There might be some that show. He's got militia that works on him. Don't worry about that, you guys. If you'll notice, she won a re-election in Georgia, but she's on the down low too. She knows you can't mess. We're just waiting for Fannie Willis. That's who it was. They're just waiting for the big one. Okay. Hi, artist Liz. Oh, I'm so sorry, Katrina. That's the part I don't know. Thank you, Lisa. That's the part I don't know. You guys asked me when. I wish I could give you. Let's look at the Pope real quick. Maybe he can tell me. Can you give us? I know time frames are bad. He's just over there. How can you believe we're bugging him? But he keeps showing up. So, dear Francis. He just went like this, like, I don't know either. I don't know. But all will be well. The goodness in people will win. The thing is, if you look at it, how we felt when he first won, okay? Oh my God, thank you, Mel. Oh, it's Mel. Hi, Mel. Thank you, Lisa. When he first won, we were all so deflated. It was everything in our power just to get up every day, as you well know. Okay, so what I got from Pope Francis, even though he said, I don't know, but the good in people will overtake this. What he means is that as we fight, as we know this is not right, as we decide we've got to change this. This isn't Germany. This is Nazi Germany, even though they try to compare it, because everybody loved Hitler. They thought he was the greatest. But that's not the kind of love that Trump's getting. No, that's not the kind of love he's getting. People don't want this. They don't want this kind of energy. His numbers for getting rid of immigrants has fallen. They just don't like the way he's shipping them off to El Salvador. They just don't like that. Don't worry. Something's going to happen. We're going to go down there and get them out. Okay. Yeah, Texas and Florida worry me. But Florida, when they get the Satans, they're really, and then you know what'll happen is it's going to be so powerful, because Texas, I don't feel 100%, but he'll have to come out of office. He's not going to be able to be governor forever, and it will be a Democrat that wins. Mark my words. Mark this space. What's going on with RFK? Well, he's got a worm in his brain. Oh, I got the new bed, you guys. So you heard that I got a new bed. I got a bed that goes up, so I can sit up. Especially post-surgery. I won't have, it's almost like a hospital bed, but it's very comfy. So I had my guys come from Sonoma garbage or whatever. They come and they remove things you don't need and recycle. And they came out, and I needed them to take the mattresses, even though that was going to be covered by the mattress people. They remove it. Remember when COVID was around, you didn't get that. So they came in and they moved those mattresses so I could vacuum. And I was already cringing because I knew it was going to be full of dust and balls, those dogs' balls. And he lifted it up and he said, wow, normally we find sex toys. I was like, what? I said, no, you might find a dead ex-husband. You ain't going to find no sex toys. They're nothing but my dog's balls. Those dogs, I got 2 huge shopping bags full of balls to throw out. Yeah, do you know, I went to Mancini. Do you know that they don't sell beds anymore with the regular frame? You can only get the frames like the one I got. It's electric. You can go up, down. Okay. Oh, that's a good one, Ness. Will Trump still be in office in September? Will Trump still be in office in September? Yes or no? Under our dog's bed, we found something like 50 pencils and a bunch of socks. I was lucky. These dogs don't really eat shoes or anything. They've always concentrated on their little, rawhide bones and stuff like that. Lisa has a bed too. Okay, so let's do underdogs. Okay, where were we going? I was going to read something, you guys. Doggone it. Somebody asked, September. Do you remember? September. Will he still be in office? Still be in office, looking for a way out. Ooh, bad news are coming. Reverse. Russia is like going out the door. Ooh, this is like a general or a judge or someone there. I'm telling you, he pissed off Roberts. Well, Roberts, you did this to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Roberts did this to himself. Will the felon put boots on the ground in Russia? No, but I see my dog chews on cigarette lighters and remote controls. Oh my God, that's expensive. I see other nations helping out Ukraine. I really do. They were even talking about putting boots on the ground. The pipe bomber will be known in it, but it's almost like it's in the next phase, like 28. That's what I'm getting. 8,849 in the room. Ukraine will be in NATO. I don't care. They may agree not to be in NATO initially, but they'll go straight to NATO. You guys don't worry about it. I feel Carney will win the Canadian. Oh my God, look at what Teresa Johnson got. Asking for us to report anti-Christian behavior. Separation of church and state, right? Our forefathers are rolling in their graves. It's really ridiculous. But you know what? Ad lib, act like you're doing what they're supposed. Don't just go along with the whole thing. Don't report anybody. I don't care if someone is anti-Christian. These people are crazy. Okay. Well, the dog balls underneath my bed were dusty, really dusty. It was I wouldn't give it to somebody else's dog. I know, exactly. Dan said funny because who's more anti-Christian than Trump? He absolutely careless, but he'll sell the Bible. Oh my God, his soul is in such trouble, you guys. But it's not for us to judge. Let the realm deal with him. The more ugly he puts out, the more it's going to come back on him. He's in trouble. He's in trouble. So you guys, we've been on about 50 minutes. The election will be announced stolen after the fact. It's about a year or so where they'll be able to truthfully come out and say it. So thank you guys for coming. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Ness, Lisa, Mel, Nicole. I appreciate you guys coming. I just wanted to come on. Oh, 9,000 in the room now. You can rewatch this from the beginning. Trump has a soul. LOL. He's in trouble. He's blank. Did you guys look at, like I told you to? Did you guys look at, who's that guy? That Cuban guy? Who's the Secretary of State? Hey, Danny. Who's his Secretary of the State? Marco Rubio. Did you guys look at his eyes? Totally blank. It's almost like he got taken over. Okay, you guys, I love you all. I'll be back, and don't forget I'll be on with Sterling on Sunday. Love you all. Thank you to my new members. Bye, you guys. Thank you, Ron, for coming. Thank you, Dolores. Thank you. And I'll post the time I'm going to do prayers too. Thank you, Scott. Cheers.